Today we are discuss about the area and volume. Following are the contents of our today lecture. First of all, I want to discuss about the area. What is area? Area is a measure of how much space there is on a flat surface. In other words, we can say that a space enclosed by 2D surface. For example, here we have an example, a rectangular region whose interior region is shaded by a yellow color. It means that the region which is shaded by the yellow color is called its area. Similar, this yellow color, yellow region is called the area of this circle. How can we find the area of rectangle? Uh, in a rectangle, we find the area by multiplying the length and width. It means that to find the area of a rectangle, we must know about its length and width. Then their product will give us a area of rectangle. This is the formula to calculate the area of a rectangle. If we suppose that area of a rectangle is denoted by capital A and length of a rectangle is denoted by capital L and width of a rectangle denoted by capital W, then A will be is equal to capital L multiplied by W. Example, here we have an proper example. Find the area of a rectangle if length is 2 cm and width is 5 cm. First of all, we list the given data. What is given? Given that length is already given, which is 2 cm, and width also given, which is 5 cm. So according to the formula of a rectangle, area of a rectangle will be equal to length into width. So substitute the values of length and width, which is 2 cm and 5 cm. So 5 multiplied by 2 is equal to 10 cm, which is answer. That means that 10 cm is the area of this rectangle. Another example we have. The length of a rectangle is 7 cm long, then its width. It means that 7 cm long, then its width. First, part one is that let x denote width of rectangle. It means that x is a value, a quantity of width, x time. Okay? It means that x denotes the width of rectangle. Express the length of the diagonal of the rectangle in term of x. We have to show that actually we have to find this diagonal in term of the x, so what is given that breadth b, which is x. So breadth b is x, and length, what is length of the rectangle? Length of the rectangle is 7 times 7 centimeters, then breadth. It means that breadth plus 7 centimeter. So length of this rectangle is equal to breadth, which is denoted by x, plus 7 centimeter. So what we have to find? We have to find the diagonal length, which is, suppose it is denoted by small d. So it means that we have to find the d. Here it is clear, this is the diagonal, and this is the base, and this is the perpendicular. So this makes the triangle one of this and one of this. So we just consider this. So it means that we use here Pythagoras theorem. So to find the value of d, we use the Pythagoras theorem. What is it is stated as hypotenuse square is equal to base square of base plus square of perpendicular. So what is here what is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is denoted by d in this example, and the base is denoted by capital L, and perpendicular is denoted by b. So putting the values of L and B, L is equal to x plus 7 and B is equal to x. So expand this square, x square and 7 square plus 2 multiplied by x into 7. So this is the formula. Just apply the formula of a plus b whole square, and this is written as it is x square. So this x square and this x square, 1 times this and 1 times this, by adding this, it means that it is 2 times. And square of 7, it means that which is equal to 49, plus 2 multiplied by 7, 14, and multiplied by x. So this is equal to d square. So this is equal to d square. To so we have to find what is our required. Our requirement is d, so we take its square roots. So this is the required answer. So this is d, this is the length of the diagonal. We can see it is clear that d answer of the d is in the form of x. So that's why we have that's why statement in the statements it is written as, okay, that find the value of d in term of x. So this is the required answer. Another example, it's second part of this example, which is stated that given that the length of the diagonal is 13 centimeter, find the breadth b of the rectangle. Here we given that this is the length of the length of the rectangle is 13 centimeter and length is this, to then find b. So given that, given what is given breadth b, if it is denoted by b, then it's fine, then we have to find it. So length, what is length we know that already, breadth plus 7 centimeter, and diagonal it is also given. The you can see here this is 13 centimeter. Again we can use to find the b Pythagoras theorem, and putting the values. Hypotenuse is denoted by d and base is denoted by l, perpendicular is denoted by b, and here b is the unknown. Then d, value of d is 13 and value of capital L b plus 7, b as it is. Then square of 13, what 169 is equal to, and expand this square, b square 7 square plus 2b into 7 plus b square, one time this b square, one time this b square, and this implies this is equal to 2 times b square, and 7 square of 7 is equal to 49. 7 2s are 14 and into b. So we take this this value, this constant value, to left sides. And so here this is plus. So when we shift to the left side, to the left side, then the sign becomes changed, positive to negative. So 169 minus 49 is equal to 2b square plus 14b. So 169 minus 14, this will be equal to 120, is equal to, we take 2 as a common from the both these terms. So 2 take as common. So here here is b square and 14. When we take a common from 14, 2 take from 14, here remaining here is 7b. So dividing both sides by 2, we have here by dividing 120 by 2, we get 60 is equal to 2 by divided by 2 is equal to 1. Then remaining is b square plus 7b. So when we take here 60 to the shift to the right sides, then its sign becomes changes from positive to negative. So now we use the factorization method to find the value of b. Apply factorization method. B square plus 12b minus 5b minus 60 is equal to 0. And take from first two terms, take b as a common. Then here remaining is b plus 12 minus 5. Take if minus 5 is common from third and the fourth term, then the remaining will is b plus 12 is equal to 0. Here we can say that first with the first term b plus 12 and the second term also have a b plus 12, then take as common from first and the second term b plus 12 as a common, then and we can write b minus 5 and b plus 12 as a common is equal to 0. Then it will be, and then we can write it as b minus 5 is equal to 0, or b plus 12 is equal to 0. b minus 5 shifted to the right side, then its negative sign changes to positive sign, and the 12 positive 12 shifted to the right side, then its sign, positive sign, changed to negatives. As we know that b is the distance, b is a distance. Since distance is always positive, so it means that b never will be is equal to minus 12. So this implies that b is equal to 5, which is our requirements. This is the correct answer. Now we are talking about the circle, how we can find the area of a circle. Area of a circle, its formula is written here. Area of a circle is equal to pi multiplied by radius square. Radius of a square. Pi is a fixed quantity or a constant. Its value is equal to 3.14, or in other fractional form we can write 22 divided by 7. And the circumference of the circle is equal to pi multiplied by diameter, and the, we know what is diameter. Diameter is equal to the 2 times of the radius. How here, from the figure we can see clearly what is diameter. Diameter is the line segment that pass from the center and joins the 2 points of the circle, A and B. Since we know that from O to B is a radius, and O to A is one radius, and O to B is the second radius. So 1 plus 2 R plus R is equal to 2R. So it means then that's why we see that diameter is equal to 2 times of the radius. And here we have example. If we have a circle with the radius 7 inches, then how we can find the area? Now here is, this is the formula to calculate the area of a circle. Area is equal to pi r square, r, where r is equal to 7 inches, and value of the pi is equal to 3.14. Then putting the values, pi at 3.14 multiplied by 7 square, 7 square is equal to 49, and then the multiplication will be is equal to 153.86 inch square. Here we can easily multiply. Now I am interested to find the area of a sector. What is the area of a sector? How can we find the area of a sector? First of all, we should know what is sector. Sector is actually a part of circle when a radius is rotated from one point to another point. For example, here we take a radius at point B, then it rotated with the angle theta at point A. Then this part of a circle AOBA is called a sector of this circle with the angle theta. The angle covered theta out of the total 360 degree. Here we can say that if then what is the formula? If theta is measured in degree, then area of a sector is equal to theta divided by 360 degree multiplied by pi r square. It means that it is a part of circle, so that's why we write here pi r square. Which one part? This one part, the angle theta covered by the total 360. So that's why we write here theta divided by 360. If it is given theta is in degree, then we write it as, if theta is measured in radian, then the area of a sector is equal to half of r square into theta. Here we can see it is clear that the area of a sector depends upon theta. If theta is increases, because if both are area and the theta are directly proportional. If theta increases, it means that area increases. If theta decreases, it means that area decreases. Let's see. Now we can talking about area of a triangle. How can we find the area of a triangle? The area of a triangle is defined as the total space that is enclosed by any particular triangle. In the beginning of the lecture, we define what is area. Area is actually a space which is enclosed in 2D surface. This is a particular kind which is triangle. Triangle is also a 2D surface, and so area of a triangle, which is space is enclosed in triangle. So here is two types of triangle. One type of this. So this shaded this colored region is called its radius, and this is colored region is called this area of this triangle. Formula to calculate the area of a triangle. What is the formula actually? As we know that this is a rectangle. When we take a diagonal, like diagonal this way or this way, this is another thing, but I'm considering this diagonal. So you can see that this is a triangle, this is a triangle, also this is a triangle. So it means that every rectangle contains two triangles when we take a single diagonal in the rectangle. It means that it is then what is the area of a triangle? It means that a half of rectangle area, area of a rectangle, area of a triangle is equal to the half of the area of rectangle. So we can see that b multiplied by h, this is b into length, b into length, and h is equal to height. So length into height is equal to area of rectangle, which is divided by 2. It means that is equal to area of a triangle. So we can say it is clear that how can we find the area of triangle is equal to half multiplied by length multiplied by height or width or width, where b is a base, h is a height of the triangle. Let's see some examples. Find the area of a triangle with the base b as 3 centimeter and height h as 4 centimeter. Solution. First of all, we write the formula of the area of a triangle is equal to half multiplied by length, height multiplied by base. So here height is given 4 centimeters, so we write here 4, and value of b is equal to 3 centimeters, so write here 3 centimeter. What we have to calculate? We have to calculate this area. What is how much space are enclosed in this triangle, or how much space that we shaded here, that we colored here. And so let's see. 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. 2 multiplied by 3, 3 into 6 centimeter multiplied by centimeter square. So the area of this rectangle is 6 centimeter. So it's very simple. Next one is area of a sphere. What is the area of sphere? How can we find the area of a sphere? Here is the formula of area of sphere. The surface area of a sphere is given by the formula area of a sphere is equal to 4 pi times of r square, where r is the radius of a sphere. From this formula, it is clear that to find the area of a sphere, we just need the radius of the sphere. If we know the radius of a sphere, then we can find the area of a sphere, because here 4 is a constant quantity, pi also is a noun quantity whose value is fixed, which is 3.14, or in fractional form 22 by 7. By in other way, if क्या होता है, another option also here. What is the option? Option is that if a area of a sphere is given and the radius is unknown, then how can we find the radius of a sphere? Then we use this formula. From this formula we separate the r, then we find this formula, and here we substitute the value of a. What is a? A is the area of a sphere. Then we find radius of, then we get radius of a sphere. In a graphically sphere is represented here. It is a three-dimensional surface like a ball, or in a simple easiest way we draw it as like this one. Example. Next we have example. Calculate the surface area of a sphere with radius 3.2 centimeter. Here radius is given. Now we have to find the surface of area of a sphere. Surface area of a sphere formula is here, 4 pi times r square. What is r? R is 3.2 centimeter, 3.2 centimeters square. Then after multiplication we get the answer 122.6 centimeters square. Cone. Now cone, what is cone? A cone is a solid with circular base. Here from this diagram we can see that this is a circular base. This is a circular base. It has a curved surface which taper here we can say that this is a curved surface that is taper that is decrease in size. It is clear from the fig. Here is a size. As we move above, the size is decreases to the vertex, and to a vertex at the top. Here vertex at the top, as we move above, the size is decreases toward the vertex. The height of the cone is perpendicular distance from the base to the vertex. What is height? Height of a cone, height of a cone is a perpendicular distance from vertex to the vertex to the base of the to the base. Height of the cone cone. What is cone? A cone is a solid with a circular base. Here from the diagram it is clear that this is the base and it is a circular. It has a curved surface which taper that is decreases in size to a vertex at the top. From the diagram it is clear that this is a circular base. As we moved above to the vertex, this is a point is vertex. As we move toward the vertex, the size of this circular base is decreases. It is a curve. The height of the curve of the cone is a perpendicular distance from the base to the vertex. Height. What is the height of cone? Height of the cone is a perpendicular distance from the base to the vertex. It is a perpendicular distance. And slant. What is slant? This slant is the length from the edge of the circle to the tip of the cone. This is the tip of cone and this is the edge. This line is the edge of the circle. From this line to this tip, this vertex point, this straight line is called the slant height or slant of a cone. Now we see that some types of cones, two types of cones. One type is right cones and other is oblique cones, and there is a minor difference between them. Only the difference is the right cone is a cone in which the vertex is vertically above the center of the base. From this diagram it is clear. We can understand easily. This is a point of vertex. It is at the vertical line of the vertical line from the base. When vertex of the cone is not vertically above the center of the base, from this diagram we can understand what we can say. Actually this is the base. Its vertical line is like this. My cursor is I move my cursor, but vertex point is not here. Vertex point is here, so it means that it is not, vertex point is not at the vertical line, so it is oblique cone. So we know that two types of cones. Surface area of cones. Now we see that here how we can find the area of a cone. The surface area of a cone is the surface area of the lateral surface plus surface area of the circle at the end. It means that to find the area of a cone, we need two things. First, area of lateral surface. What is lateral surface? Is this one. That surface is decreasing, that circular region is decreases as we are moving toward the vertex. Plus second one, area of a circle, and this one circle, this one based circle, this area of this circle and the area of this lateral surface is then there's some gets area of a cone. Area of a lateral surface and its formula is pi times r multiplied by s. We know that what is s? S is slant height. Slant as described above, slant is the Slant is the vertical distance from the vertex to the edge of the circle. To the edge of the circle, this line is slant height, and r is the radius. This one, from this is the center of the circle, and this is the radius. And pi, we know that what is pi. Pi is a fixed quantity, 3.14, or in fractional form 22.7. And also we see above what is the area of a circle. Area of a circle is equal to pi r square. And then surface area of cone is equal to area of lateral surface plus area of a circle. Area of a lateral surface is this one, so we substitute here, and this one is substitute in the place of this. So this sum we get surface area of cone, where r is the radius, s is slant height, and pi is a fixed quantity which is equal to 3.14, or in fractional form 22.7. Let's see some examples. What is the surface area of a cone with radius 4 and slant height? You know that to find the area of a cone we need just two things, s and r. What is this? S is the slant height and r is the radius. So here given radius r is 4 centimeter and slant is 8 centimeter. So radius 4 centimeter, slant is 8 centimeter. Surface area, the formula of the surface area of a cone is this, and so we substitute its values. Pi is equal to 3.14, r is given here 4 centimeter, and s is given here 8, and multiply this. After this result, this is the surface area. This is the surface area of this cone. Next, volume. What is volume? Volume is actually a three-dimensional surfaces that enclosing. It is actually a space enclosed in three-dimensional surfaces like this. This is a three-dimensional surface. Volume can be defined as three-dimensional space enclosed by the boundary or occupied by an object. It means that this is an object, it occupied some space, it contains some space, so that space actually is its volume. And so it has width, length, and this is height. Example देखते हैं. Example, what let's see examples. 3 units, its height is 3 units, and its width is 5, length is 5 units, and width is 2 units. Then volume of a rectangular prism is equal to length multiplied by width multiplied by height. It is easy to find the volume. What is volume is equal to length multiply width multiply height. Length is equal to 5, width is equal to 2, and width is equal to 3, height is equal to 2. And so final answer is 30 cubic units. Volume of a cone. Now it is important how can we find the volume of a cone, as in the previous slides we see the area of a cone. Now here is the volume of cone, the volume of the right cone. We also discuss the types of cones, right cones or oblique cones. Here we discuss only the right cones, and the volume of a right cones is equal to 1/3 the product of the area of base and the height. It is given by the formula volume of a cone is equal to 1/3, like this. Here we write 1/3, 1/3, and product of which one? Product area of base. Area of base what is base? Actually is it is a circle, so this is the area of base, pi r square, and height it is denoted by h. So this is the 1/3 part of the product of the area of base, which is pi r square, and the height h, which is and height, which is h, where r is the radius of the base and h is the perpendicular height of the cone. So here this is the formula through which we can find and through which we can determine the volume of the cone. 1/3 part pi r square into h. Let's see some examples. Calculate the volume of a cone if the height is 12 centimeter and the radius is 7 centimeter. First of all, we write here what is actually given that radius 7 centimeter and height 12 centimeter, and the formula of the volume of cone is equal to 1 over 3 pi r square h. We know that what is pi. Pi is equal to 3.14, or in fractional form 22.7. You can use any one of them. 1 over 3, and this is the value of pi. You can use here also 3.14. You can write here 3.14, and the what is r is equal to 7, so r square, that means 7 square, and 12 multiplied by 12, and after multiplication we get 616 centimeter cube. It means this is the cone whose height is 12 centimeter and the radius is 7. Its area, its volume is 616 centimeter cube. Here area and the volume of different surfaces. Here we can show some different shapes like sphere. Its surface SA means surface area is equal to 4 pi r square, and in its volume of sphere, its cylinder, its surface area of a cylinder formula, and this is the formula of a volume of cylinder. Its surface area, formula of surface area of cone, its formula of volume of cone. Similar यहाँ पे either here is rectangular prism, formula of surface area and formula of volume. Here is a triangular prism, surface area, formula of surface area, formula of volume. Next we have example related to this triangular prism, so please note this one. We have to find the surface area and volume. The diagram show a prism whose cross section is a right angle. Calculate the area of a triangle ABC. Here this is the triangle A, B and C. This is the triangle. First part is that we have to find its area, and the second part is volume of the prism. This is a prism, and so we have to find its volume. Total surface area of the prism and the total surface area, and also find the total surface area. First of all, let's see first part, area of a triangle ABC. It means that here this length is given but this length is not given, but you can clear from the figure to analyze all the figure. This length, the length EF and the length BF are the same length, so its length is written here 10 centimeter. It means that BC and EF are the equal, so it means that BC also 10 centimeters. Here given that in the statement given, it is given to us L is equal to 12 centimeter and S is equal to this EF distance BC. As you can see from the figure, BC line and EF line are the same, that which is equal to 10 centimeter. And height, what is height? This height 6 centimeter. This one AB and DE, this both are same. Using Pythagoras theorem, now we have to find this one. Actually we have to find this one. We have a height, we have a hypotenuse, but we have to find the base, value of base, and then we use the Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. And what is hypotenuse? Here hypotenuse in the triangle ABC is BC. BC is the hypotenuse of the triangle ABC, so we put here. And base, what is base is actually AC, and perpendicular is actually AB. What is the value of BC? Value of the BC is here we can write it. It is 10, so we write 10. And what is the value of AB? And the value of AB is here 6 centimeters. So puts this value and simplify it, we obtain here its square is equal to 64, and after taking square root we get AC is equal to 8 centimeter. We suppose that it is equal to B as a, because it is base, so that's why we denoted it small b. And second one is volume of a prism. We have to find the volume of a prism, and its formula is written here: half multiplied by B multiplied by L multiplied by H, where B is base as we determined in the previous part, which is 8 is equal to 8 centimeter, L is equal to 12 centimeter, and H is equal to 6 centimeter. And this is H, this is 12, and this is L, and this we have to find the B, which is 8 centimeter. So so put substitute these values 8, 12 and 6, and multiplying we get results 288 centimeter cube. This is the volume of the prism. And now last part is the total area of the prism. We have to find the total area of the prism. First we analyze the first we compare our diagram with the previous diagram that we stated above. In the its surface area will be equal to BH. What is BH? BH is you can see here, B is a base length, and H is the length of this and this is the length. B is this, and H is this one length. It means that this one, it means that this one triangle plus 2LS plus 2LS. You can why it is twice time of LS. You can see L, and this one is the L, and S is this one. It means that this that we rounded by the my cursor, this is the rectangle. It means that its area of this rectangle, and this rectangle that I bounded by my cursor, this one you can see clearly, because this triangle you can see clearly it is isolated. Its two sides, this length and this length are the same. So it means that both rectangles are of the same length. So that's why we write it, and we did not write separately, we write it together. That's why we write here twice time B into H. B into this one height, this triangle are considered, and 2LS, and this rectangle and that rectangle are also considered, plus LB. This one is L, this one is L, and this one is B. This means the bottom bottom rectangle also consider. And so this one rectangle and this one and triangle also. So first of all we count how many sides of this prism. 1, 2, second rectangle left side, this one for right side, this rectangle for bottom side, 3 rectangles and 2 triangles. It means that it has 5 regions, 5 sides. And so that means as we know that the formula of the area of a triangle, half of base multiplied by height. It means that half this, and half of this triangle, half of plus 1. That's why we did not write here half, we multiply by half. That's why this and this both are considered. That's why we write here unit. And this rectangle and this rectangles whose area is written by this, and bottom rectangle area can be written as this. So total surface area is equal to the sum of the area of all the sides of the prism, such as it has 5 sides. So it means that the area sum of the area of the 5 sides of the prism, each side of the prism, is equal to the total surface area. Like here, and the explanation actually is why we need to have to explain this all things. Here we can see that this is a right triangle, this is not a equilateral triangle. So it means that the area BCFE, this one BCFE, area of this rectangle and area of ABED are different, but in the previous picture we see that these both rectangles have the same area due to the equilateral triangle, but here is each sides of the prism has different area other than except these triangles. You can see these triangles are the same, so these triangles have the same area. So we have to this part, actually last part, in the last part we have to find the total surface area. That means that surface area, sum of the area of all these five sides of the prism. First we calculate the area of the each sides, its area. This is a rectangle, so we know that length into width 12 multiplied by 6. This is a triangle. We know that half of 6 multiplied by 8, its area will be find it as 12 multiplied by 8. It is also a rectangle. Its area will be find it as 12 multiplied by 10 and 8 multiplied by 6. This side is the bottom. You can clear I have to explain in detail. ACFD, you can see ACFD, it's a bottom rectangle, and you see that BCFE, this is the left. BCFE, this is the left upper rectangle, and ABED, you can see this is the left rectangle, and this is a forward triangle, this is a backward triangle. So if this prism has a five sides, and so total surface area is equal to sum of these area of sum of these 5 surfaces. So first of all, twice area of ABC. We know that ABC is a triangle, twice. Why we write here twice? Because the forward triangle, because here you can see that this triangle and this triangle have the same area, so that's why we write here twice time. You can also write it separately, but I suggest that but I can write it easily twice time of this, and area of the BCFE 12 multiplied by 10, and area of ABED, which is equal to 12 multiplied by 6, and area of ACFD, which is equal to 12 multiplied by 6, and you can see that, and the sum of area of all these five sides we have to sum, and the finalized result is 336 centimeter square, which is the total surface area of the prism. At the end, this is an exercise for you. Find the value of A given that the area of a triangle PQI is 12 units. I just this is an exercise for you. Find the value of A given that the area of a triangle is 12 units. You have only one parameter which is equal to area of a triangle is 12 units, and these points are also given. You have to find this value of A. I just give you some hints how can you solve this. First of all, you have to find the length of the each segment. First of all, PQ, PR and QR. Then use the Pythagoras theorem and the area formula of the area of a triangle. Then you can easily find the value of A. Thank you so much.